Ajalorun, Willy Willy, Libe Libe Mayaka, Afifi Jeje, Ekuku Leje, Yawa, Oya, Ashe, Iba, Oya, Ashalaya, Ashalorun. Winnie, Winnie, Viva, Viva, Maya, Happy Fishes, Efukuleche, Yawa, Oya, Hashem, Viva, Oya, Ajalaya, Ajalaru, Winnie, Winnie, Libe, Libe, Mayanta, Afifi, Jeje, Ekuku, Leje, Yawa, Oya, Hashem, Iba, Oya, Ajalaya, Ajaloru, Winnie, Winnie, Viva, Viva, Maya, Happy Fishes, Efukuleche, Yawa, Oya, Hashem, Baya, Ajalaye, Ajalo, Winnie, Winnie, Libe, Libe, Maya, Happy Fishes, Efukuleche, Yawa, Oya, Hashem, Yawa, Oya, Hashem, Yawa, Oya, Hashem.
All right, y'all. Good evening. Actually, happy witching hour. So we got to talk because I can see that this is going to be an issue because, I can see that my followers are, some of the people that have been, in my chat are now over in this person's chat. And this person is completely not taking any responsibility for the things that they have been doing and saying. And I don't feel comfortable with that. I really don't. So um, it's really, I see it's really difficult to find real friends these days. And so um, you guys know that I work my clients by my lonely. Don't know other witches. When I do work for you, ain't no other witches got no hands on the work. Okay. So I don't share clients or, do work with other, you know what I'm saying? But me trying to be nice and friendly and to try to help somebody get themselves off the ground. And just some of the things that I've done, because, first of all, I've been doing this for 6 years straight. And I knew when bringing new energies into my space, I knew that it would be, I knew it would be sort of different. I knew it would be a change. Um, I have been feeling, and, for me, I'm the type of person to where I'm very strong and I know my shit when it comes to magic and just everything about this situation. And inviting this person in wasn't because I needed her help, and I think that she got that confused, and probably because there are people that will come to you and they will get your energy and then they will forget. That's why I'm going to start recording all of my readings, all of them. There's actually a way to record the calls on Google Voice. Of course, I will get your permission first, and if you don't want me to record it, I won't. We'll still do the reading, but really, I want to do it for quality purposes. People can change, though. Sometimes. So I allow this person, into my personal space, and this person ends up snaking me. She did, and she knew exactly what she was doing. And then she's trying to scapegoat on other people because she doesn't really have an understanding of what it is that we're doing here and what she's dealing with exactly. And I believe that she used me. I really do. I believe that she used me, which people will do that. And I believe that she hid this treachery, okay, for as long as she could. And, including trying to do spells on me, which, here's what I want to tell y'all. This person begins to go over to a known racist channel and begins to call Black people the N word. Now, I am a Black woman, and you know that Black people use the N word. We can sometimes be a whole trip, but the energy that she was in, it offended so many people. It did. The things that she was saying, her nasty attitude right now. She's trying to lie and cover up what she did. Um, just blatantly, flat out lied to somebody tonight. She's told so many lies. I didn't know she was a liar. First of all, what we're going through right now probably doesn't have anything to do with her being a racist. It's just her being very disloyal and being a treacherous person. But, I bought up the whole racism thing. And the reason why I bought it up is because there was a lot of people that were complaining to me about her. Okay. Over 90% of my clients are Black, and they took offense, and they still do. So, especially in particular, the clients that keep track and are up on what's going on in social media. Back when it first happened, she was using somebody else to play victim. And so I felt sorry for her because I felt like maybe this person possibly, you just never know. I haven't really looked into that situation, but I felt like she must have used that person too to make herself look like a victim. Is literally what she did, and she's over there playing victim instead of just saying I was wrong for what I did. Now maybe she doesn't see anything wrong with what she was doing. Maybe that could be the issue, but I'm just telling my loyal followers to not trust her. Okay, seriously, straight up, because she had no reason to be doing the stuff that she did. And then, see, like I said, I had to even explain that to her. I was like, you don't have anything to do with my business that I run, which is my grandmother's business, my great grandmother's business. You have, and nobody asked for her advice. In fact, she had caused so many problems that she was sending me extra money because of the problems and the issues that this guy that she claimed she was so in love with at the time. Okay. And so, she should have been sending more. In reality, she needed a lot more work done to her. And, I can go back, looking at the way I did it, I can definitely critique my own mistakes that I made in that situation. And, so I take full responsibility for, whatever, like it's no big deal. But it's just the point, of how she's lying so much right now. And I'm just like in shock to see this entirely different personality come out of this person that pretended to be so ethical and pretended to be a sister and, pretended that she loved Hecate and she is a witch. And now I see her over there hating on witches. And we all know that blood magic originated in Africa with Black people and then with our history here. Um, and for her to be doing what she's doing, she's really, and then she's twisting my words. My goodness, it is just ridiculous. Here's the thing about it. I'm not the one that made her look racist. She made herself look racist. Period. I didn't make you look like a racist. And what's crazy, and this is something that I do not tolerate, and see, the white clients that I work with, they are very respectful. Okay. I don't know what she was thinking, as if like as if she represented some kind of status in my life, but that's not the way that I saw our association or our friendship or fake friendship, whatever it was that she was doing. And see, I don't just throw cards on people because I don't fear nobody. Like when people come into my life, I don't go throwing cards. Okay, I go for it. And whenever the chips fall, we just see how they fall. That's how I am. Okay, I don't need to trust her. I trust my spirits. I don't need to trust her. I trust God. So, I don't I don't that's just the main thing about it, no matter what's going on in your life. And so she's um really showing how petty she is, and so I don't even care what her issue is at this point, but um I think that there was a reason why a lot of people were not accepting her apology to the Black community. This is what I was going to say. They're over there making blood jokes. They're actually over there having a deep conversation about Black blood. This is not the behavior that I would accept from anybody. And it's totally inappropriate for her to be doing that. Um, she can have her own beliefs if she wants, which totally differ from mine. But I can tell you that what I'm witnessing is racism amongst kind of like the Wiccan pagan community, because they're just, they just keep going on and on about menstrual blood and spaghetti, on and on and on about it. And see, we know that that's an old, is that hoodoo or voodoo? Probably both, which is a black joke and we're making fun. And I take my craft way too seriously, and part of the reason how she must have slipped under my radar is because I am so busy. It took probably close to 4 months for me to see how things were thrown off. And so what I did was I tried to, again, segue her into the spiritual business and help her get into the spiritual business. That's what she was paying me for. Because, and we started communicating a lot around October, November, and it was, pure just drama, drama, drama every day about a man that she ain't even never met. So, and so for me, I'm not the type of person that's just gonna leave, because I feel like, I personally feel that people that are racist and people that have that hatred inside of them, that they're cursed. And so, I didn't have it in my heart to just, walk away at that time. And then plus it was the holidays. I just wanted to enjoy the holidays, to be honest with you. But, and I was dealing with other things that were more pressing at that time. So it wasn't a priority at the time. Um, but, there was plenty of moments where I felt, this is a friendship that I probably need to go ahead and cut off and part ways and cut the cord from her. And so this was probably in November, October, when she went over to this guy's platform and was calling Black people niggas and monkeys. Now, I went over there on New Year's Eve because I was teasing my ex, and everybody knows about him. Well, not my ex, but at the time, me and him were beefing, and you know what I'm saying? And we've been doing that for years. So that's something that's pretty much a norm, especially being that we're both vloggers. So, and I don't compete against him. He's a man. I just, I don't, I'm just not in that mode or whatever. But at the time, we were beefing, and I went on there once and did that, and because I was very angry, very, very angry at the time. After that, I didn't go back to his platform because I don't watch this dude. But then I start getting these messages from people saying, hey, this woman is over there, every day laughing at racist jokes that this guy is saying. Clearly, this woman is a racist. And, I'm like, well, where is it at? I am busy. I have 4 children and a grandbaby, and I have a house, okay, and a life and hobbies and things that I enjoy doing. So I don't have time to babysit people. But still to this day, I have never seen the videos of her doing that. I was not present at that time that she was doing there, and I think that they've removed the videos since then, but they've been re-uploaded. And so, she's constantly said, oh my God, he's asking me for money. And she was really, really playing it to where like this dude was taking advantage of her. So I was like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to just cut her off like that because I don't do stuff like that. Okay. But then now at this point with her, and I'm shocked. I am at some people. I don't know if she was just acting. I don't know if she was just putting on, but I'm absolutely shocked at her behavior. I thought that she was much more ethical than that, and it just, first of all, if I make a live about any situation, that don't have nothing to do with hate. I am putting down my law. I am setting my boundaries. So I don't come on here and spew hate. But the crazy part about it is that as a Caucasian woman, for her to be very racist, apparently, And for her to try to scapegoat on me to say that I hate Black people, that is where you're stepping over the line. That is when the ancestors will set in. Because, first of all, I don't hate nobody for no reason. And for you to say that was kind of like you're trying to say that I hate myself, which is a real huge insult. But see, we all know that that is the pathology of a slave. So these are people, obviously, that know about this. And so I won't let any of that bother me. There's not a hateful bone in my body, especially not for my people. You, however, obviously hate Black people because of the way that you treat them. Because I was your friend for over a year, but you didn't even have the decency to be an ethical person. You decided to act like a clown, is what she did. So, all my people don't trust her. I can tell you that, first of all, um, she doesn't really know what she's doing. A lot of the stuff that she knows about witchcraft, she did learn from me. Okay, but I didn't tell her everything. She learned as much as she could, which she may already have some knowledge. Of course, I'm not saying that, but now she's trying to pretend as if she didn't get anything from me, which to me is very, very, uh, that's ungrateful. I don't get down with that energy. So clearly she has really bad energy. Like I said, I never, just to let all my clients know, she doesn't know my clients. She's not mixed in with my clients. So I decided that maybe she had idle hands because she does collect unemployment, which I didn't say it was anything wrong with that, but she does collect that. And so I said, maybe if I give her something to do. So what I did was I said, hey, let's open up an eBay store. Okay. And so I give her a project to do. And basically that is, and see, I'm just going to do it myself. I'm just going to do the expansion myself and with the help of a couple of other people. And I'm going to start that right away, actually, in the quake of all of this. But um, I can tell you that every single website that I have put up, I'm seeing sales within a week. Okay. Especially on eBay. eBay has a lot of traffic, a lot of traffic. And so I was shocked that nothing sold out of that store after a year. I was shocked. Okay. Not a year, I'm sorry, a month. Because when I set up my stores, I also do money magic with it, and none of it sold. None of it, not one thing. Supposedly, I don't know. I'll have to check the order history, but nothing sold. And so I was thinking, well, this is strange. But see, when you are an entrepreneur, even if you're earning passive income, even if you put up a website, the things that she was participating in was not exactly the best energy. You said don't do that, Jamila. Why you say that, Latoya Martin? Don't do what? No, I've got to tell it because I think that she took it too far, and where she started taking it far was when she started judging me. Because let me tell you something, hon. I helped her. I literally held her hand through her home buying process, literally, and she knows it. She knows it. Okay. And she's trying to tell me, first of all, she's younger than me. She doesn't know what she's talking about. She's trying to tell me something. Honey, I got my home in the middle of a hailstorm. Okay. Even though I didn't buy this house, I still had to go through an underwriting process. And I had to have the money. Nobody gave me that money, not my parents, not anybody. So I'm sorry. Well, she's doing it. I've got to do it. And also another thing, Latoya, trust me on this because this has been a long time coming because of how insensitive she was, towards blacks. And also she, most okay, let me just ask you this. How many black people do you know that want to be subjugated and told what to do by a white person that doesn't know what the fuck she's talking about? She don't know what the fuck she's talking about. Honey, I am a survivor at the end of the day. I have been surviving with 4 children on my back. So the fact that she's up there disrespecting me, trying to treat me like a little kid, like she's going to tell me something, not cool at all. So that's the problem. The problem is how disrespectful she's being. And then also how quickly people forget. She forgets how much I helped her from the beginning. And I think if I dig it up, I'll find some reviews from her by text message and possibly a couple of reviews. Now, my question is because she obviously has a little hate club for me over there and she's doing it publicly. So she's already done that. So the cat is out of the bag. So I got to make my statement. Okay. So there's a person over there that said that I was selling bath salts for $400. Well, first of all, there's no bath salts on my website, on my Etsy. That's spell work, okay, that she probably saw. But she makes the comment, and it's a terrorist threat, in my opinion, because you have no reason to attack my business. My business helps a lot of people, not worried about what you do. But they're over there just being really very funny, mirrored, very weird, talking about, oh, you're just scamming. We flagged your Etsy. Well, the only way you can flag my Etsy is if you have purchased something. So, and so there's not that many people. Like, even if she did it from her account, even if she, because I'm like, oh, really? I'm like, you flagged my Etsy? Really? Well, I would have gotten a notification if she would have done something that way. And then also, the only way you can do that is you have to communicate that to the buyer. I'm sorry, to the seller. So I haven't gotten any complaints or anything, but I just think it's ridiculous. She's in a totally different place in her life. She does not have a family. I do. I have people depending on me. Okay. And see, there's a lot of other stuff that I could say that I won't say because I am humble and it ain't even about that. But at any rate, I had to say what I had to say publicly because, first of all, I wasn't planning on bashing her. I think that this is her reaction to me saying something about her racist comments. Now, I did not say that, I no longer wanted to associate with her because of her racist comments, which that would be at the top of the list. Okay. But people always think that people can only show their racism just through calling a black person the N word, but that's actually not true. If sometimes their attitude, sometimes their obvious difference in treatment of a black person, sometimes the conniving, sniveling, snarly, because she's really, really, just being extremely disrespectful, letting me know, oh, I'm a white woman and I'm above you. I and it's and so I'm just letting her know because she complained to me. Personally, I don't want to be associated, and the reason why is because I'm taken seriously. She's not. She's not. She's got a chat room full of trolls. All those people are trolling her. And she was actually complaining to me that people don't want to pay the prices that she's trying to charge for her spell work. And I explained to her, and I don't know why she didn't understand this. I guess let me do it publicly. The reason why they're complaining about how much you're charging is because those are not real clients. Those are trolls. Trolls may come and get a reading, but they're not going to buy any spell work. You know what? At this point, um, I just want to be no longer associated. Now, this person does have a tendency to go on and on and on. She can do whatever she wants to do, whatever she thinks that she feels she needs to do for attention, because I can just about imagine. And all I can say to her is good luck with that, hun. But I just really doubt it. And I'm just gonna tell you that I can see all of it backfiring on her. Okay. Because it was totally unnecessary. Thank you, goddess. First of all, if you are somebody that is in my coven, or me and you are business partners, and someone comes into my chat room and says, hey, I heard so and so, blah, blah, blah. And if it's like something like that's totally like very like, what the heck? Something is, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm gonna expect you to expect me to block that fuckery out of the chat. She didn't do that. She's just taking any old attention that she can get. Everybody can see that, and it's a total embarrassment to my company. Okay. Hey, Prince of Presents. Yeah. So, if y'all like her personality, if you guys want to go over there, that's fine. But, here's my whole thing about it. You got to watch people like that, because, I've trusted her in ways that I probably shouldn't have. Okay. And to see her be so blasé and definitely narcissistic. I'm being verbally abused in her chat room, and, she's trying to diminish what she was doing. And then her excuse for it was weak, because it just was weak. I'm sorry. And so, now the reason why I brought up the racism thing is because I'm like, you already did that and brought embarrassment to my company, and people were upset, and they were asking like why is this lady, people were like, what is going on here? And then people were also emailing me about her. People were like, a couple of clients, okay, these are people that spend a lot of money with me. Okay. And, they were just like, I don't like her, because of her attitude. And we can tell that she's racist. Okay. So there's a time and a place for everything. And evidently, this is the time, and this is definitely the place. Yeah. And I wasn't going to do this publicly, but she began to try to publicly humiliate me for some reason. And I had kind of started getting the feeling that something was going on, because when I went on her panel the other day, they made me feel very uncomfortable. And then also, it was other stuff that I saw her doing, becoming friends with trolls that initially attacked her, dropped her parents' addresses. So she's now friends with trolls and people that trolled her and abused her mentally and psychologically. She's now best buddies with those people, which is fine. You can find friendship in the strangest places. You can. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So if she has made those people her friends, then fine. My whole thing about it is that number one, it is the whole racism thing. I cannot have my company associated with that in any way. Not spiritually, not mentally, not anything. So, and it was necessary for me to speak about it publicly, because she has a couple of people on her panel that don't like me. Now, am I codependent? Nope. Am I petty? No. Am I busy? Yes, very, very busy. So will I ever have time to come on over here and do a panel about her? Who would care enough to do that? No one. Okay. I have been on YouTube as a witch for years. A lot of people know me. I'm a big deal. I don't give a damn what she say. Okay. So and I don't have to do that about her. I just wanted to come and make my statements on the situation to let y'all know where I was. You know what I'm saying? Because it went too far. It totally went too far. It did. And then tried to make it seem like I just couldn't take a joke. Yeah. So, the joke is over is how I look at it. Okay? So, like I said, I'm not trying to impede on her in any way with her business. I wish her the best of luck with whatever she's doing. I doubt it very seriously that too many people will take her seriously in the spiritual business with her doing what she's doing. Also, the fact that she's over there degrading witches and then also African spirituality, making little sly comments about, oh, what are your ancestors going to show up? Yeah. Yeah, and that's totally unnecessary, especially being that well, first of all, I haven't even spoken to her in a couple of days. Okay, and me and her don't talk often. I am very busy. I don't even have time. I don't have time to go and hang out on her panels with her. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Diane. Good evening. Hello, or happy witching hour. So, and I didn't appreciate the bad witchy jokes. I didn't. And then also now the hatred that they are showing for witches. So that's something that I don't feel comfortable with because I am an authentic witch. Okay. And so, I'm not going to sit up here and say, oh, I'm going to curse her. Or da, da, da. I'm not going to say that. You know what I'm saying? But it was necessary for me to speak about this because she's being disrespectful towards me and she has no reason to. So, she's a grown woman. I don't spend time investigating. I'm pretty sure that the spirits will definitely handle the situation, and I'm pretty sure that she will be okay. Okay, because there's a lot that I could say to embarrass her, but I won't. I won't say it because it's very personal. And a part of our business is trust. And she violated trust by, talking to somebody about, or complaining about the money that she was offering to, the coven. And, I'm thinking, well, you know, it would be different if she's paid my rent in advance or something. Like you know what I'm saying? She acted like I was like she invested thousands of dollars. And even if you did invest thousands of dollars, I would give it back to you possibly or as much as possible because the whole racism bit, that's something that I don't want to be around. I don't like that energy. In fact, I am so excited to get back to being me because I am not a hateful person. I go through my little stuff that I go through, but to be caught up in that every single day, that is not me at all. And, so it's crazy because if I was I'm such a bad person, but yet, you would spend hours on the phone with me whenever you could. And I'm not going to discuss what we talked about, but I'm obviously dealing with the current behavior and what's happening. And then she's kind of like just being difficult about the situation. I'm being very honest. You know what I'm saying? Very, very honest right now. And see, that's just how I am. And so it's not that I'm Miss Goody Two Shoes, but I'm a grown woman. I've been on this earth surviving for 44 years almost. Okay. So for her to try to tell me what or who, and I'm just like, well, guess what? Um, Actually, you've got some pretty bad energy. That's obvious. So, and the bad energy was when she associated herself with racists, and yeah, and that was the last thing that I ever wanted. And then she tried to blame me. So she tried to discredit my business, whoever that was. She did not correct them. She just lets them say what they want. I never told her to stay with that man. So instead of her putting her big girl underwear on, she wants to try to blame me for what happened between her and that dude. And I'm just like, oh God, no. No, no, no. That's just not cool. Okay. So, and that's just insane. And anyway, um, yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, it wasn't just it wasn't. I mean, clients, when they find my readings, they're not looking to check on stuff like that. They're really not. But it made me feel genuinely uncomfortable. And then a few days ago, she decides to call me to reiterate to me what this racist man is saying on his platform about me. And so I can only assume that, because I don't watch that guy's channel ever, like maybe for 30 seconds, like, and I can pretty much tell what's happening in a live just after 2 seconds of feeling the energy. That's not energy that I'm familiar with. Okay. I was not raised around people like that. I wasn't. Okay. I was raised by a Black family. My grandmother is Black. My mother is Black. My father is Black. And so I didn't really want to, of course, I haven't been back on his platform at all, but she kept going back until I guess, I don't know what happened between the two of them, but this is when you got to take responsibility as a woman and stop blaming other people for whatever issues. And I didn't even know that she had that much of a problem with me, and it just seemed to had came out her true feelings, which, I have, I guess, I don't know, like, it's so weird. I don't really know how that operates. I personally would rather be watching True Blood right now, and I'm actually pretty irritated by the situation, because that's honestly what I planned on doing this evening, honestly. But anyway, so I don't know, I think that she needs to move on, is what I am telling her to do. Just go ahead and move on. She's trying to make me out to be some kind of control freak, which I'm not. It's like, uh, wow. So, anyway, that's just, and that's just the end of it. If she wants to continue to go on and on and on and on and on and on and on about the situation, I say don't let her distract you, is what I would say. Because in my humble opinion, she's totally distracted from anything real. And if she continues on this plight to try to do anything to me, I think that that's kind of ridiculous, because that's only going to make her look worse, in my opinion. Okay, at least to the spirits. So, hopefully that's what she will do, and she will stop being so disrespectful towards me. I'm thinking that maybe she's trying to build her channel up or whatever, which I never did get that. Okay. I don't know. I thought you were supposed to be putting up readings. I haven't seen any. So listen, um, I if she wants to, I guess, piggyback or backbite off of me and continue to talk about me and continue to hate on me, go right ahead. Okay. You can't never what do they call that? So, but anyway, it's official. Me and her are not friends anymore. And and I'm done with it. Okay. So, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, now that I have more free time, because I was really busy a few months ago, especially during the month of December, and I'm still busy. I still have client cases that I am working on. So, always. Okay. So I was way too busy to uh expand, and I thought, let me see what she'll do with this. And obviously I don't know. I think it's kind of like some secret hate. I think that she was practicing while looking her nose down at it, is what I will tell you. I don't think that she, really is that into witchcraft. Just saying. I mean, if, y'all can judge for yourself. Most witches that are authentic, they're not going to let people sit and crack jokes about witchcraft. They're not. So, in any way, yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you, Prince of Presence. I appreciate you guys' support. At the end of the day, what it is about is my viewers and my clients. And so I am going to go. Like I said, will I ever do another coven? Possibly when I'm older. I think I'm going to wait until I'm older, but I am still taking apprentices. As far as with my witches home shopping network, that's still going to go down. Um, it would be nice if I could get me a co-host that is a witch, and so I don't know. That may happen. I'm actually taking applications for that. you know? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, and you know what? Here's the whole thing. I feel like it's closure. I feel like we're at a crossroads and we've decided to part ways. We met each other, and now we're gonna marry part. And I'm actually, kind of relieved, because it's a huge responsibility. You know what I'm saying? It is. And I don't think that she has as much experience in witchcraft as me. In fact, I don't think that she ever will, because and it is kind of hurtful though, Virginia. I will agree to that. Just kind of seeing how she really feels about witches. Now that's a trip. And so that's again, that's something that spirit will take care of, because we all know that witchcraft is very, very real. All of us know it for a fact, which is why we manifest what we do, and we have no fear about it. So, anyway, that is what I wanted to say about that. And so I will see you guys later. Okay. All right, y'all.